early summer light. Curtains sway gently by the window, and you're sleeping. Tender wind dancing on my skin makes me stay in bed a little longer to hear you breathing. Long for those quiet days when the hours drift away. Petals fall on the window pane as the clouds above float away. Evening comes with a fading summer light. Twilight air drifting through the window, and you're sleeping. used to give all I have. I'm used to get nothing back. Wherever I go, it's the same. There's no excuses, no one to blame. Sometimes I can't understand how it can be so hard to stay out of pain. But with you everything has changed, even though we both stay the same. Would you call me on the midnight train? Would you come over when nothing's right? Would you hold me tight in the rain, even as we're having a fight? Say you, say you, say you. I'm used to give up 100 times. It's never been worth it, but now there is so much to say. This time it is different. Sometimes I can't understand how it can be so hard to stay out of pain. But with you everything has changed, even though we both stay the same. Would you call me on the midnight train? Would you come over when nothing's right? Would you hold me tight in the rain, even as we're having a fight? Say you, just say you. Would you call me on the midnight train? Would you come over when nothing's right? Would you hold me tight in the rain, even as we're having a fight? Say you, say you, say you, say you.
Hello, my love. Thank you so much for joining and welcome back to this channel. Hopefully, it's been a minute. I think the last time we spoke, it was two and a half months ago. I think it was the end of April or the beginning of May. Anyway, I'm terribly sorry. I'm terribly sorry it took me so long to get back to filming and creating new things and just sharing updates from my art studio. Life got in the way. It was busy. It was overwhelming. It was somewhat chaotic, and we were also struck with one of the worst heat waves we ever experienced here in the Netherlands, so it was not helping either. And yeah, I'm back to creating things. I cannot say that I'm entirely back to my normal. I still feel a little burned out, but I'm not in that dark place where I used to be a month ago. So I'm not so physically and emotionally exhausted any longer. I'm finding my pace. I'm getting back to my routine. And I thought that it is time for me to sit and share little updates and tell you what I was up to in the last couple of months and what I plan for the future. So here we go. The month of May was all about preparing for the art fairs. I think I mentioned it before in my previous video that I was getting ready for that, and I did a lot. I was definitely overdoing it. So I probably should have done less, but you know how it is. I had this self-inflicted feeling of responsibility that I should make as many new items as possible because people who come to the art fairs, they're basically the same people who come back year after year. So I always want to surprise them. Yeah, it was busy. I was tired. The good thing is that I accomplished a lot, and that's great. So I showed some of the items which I made for the art fairs in today's video. And if you're interested in cute stationery, especially summer themed stationery, please check it out. I'm very proud of the new collection that I made. I have a lot of new prints and postcards and stickers. I have the amazing new sticker collection. Normally, I do one design at a time, and this year I decided that I will do the whole batch and I will do the whole new summer collection of stickers, and they are super cute, including the sticker sheets, which I did for the first time. And by the way, I didn't feature them in this video. Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, I definitely should have. But anyway, please check them out. They are super nice, super cute. I am very, very happy with the way they worked out. Moving on. In June, I had my fairs, and they were kind of like successful and not. So one of them was the best I ever had up to this day. And another one was somewhat of a flop because it also coincided with this horrific heat wave. So it was really bad here in the Netherlands. You probably know that it was like one of the worst heat waves in the Western Europe. But in the Netherlands, I think it was the worst. Maybe it's just my personal feeling about it. But it was 39 degrees. The humidity was extremely high. And we are not prepared for this heat here, just to make it clear. So we do not have air conditioners in a lot of places. We had an air conditioner in our house, but it was not doing much because the house was so damn hot. And we couldn't open the windows because I was feeling like I was standing in front of the open oven. So that was that bad. And one of those days, one of those horrendously hot days coincided with one of my fairs. So I cannot even blame people for not wanting to go there and, or not wanting to go to my stall specifically because we were standing in the sun. So I was behind the stall and I was under the tree. So it was somewhat tolerable. It was a little shady. But for the people who wanted to approach our stall, it was almost impossible because it was just exposed to the sun. I think they would be burning there. There were still some people who came, and I'm so very grateful for every single soul who came to see me and say hi and who bought something. Thank you so much. It means the world because that day was really bad, and I appreciate it so much that you went into this heat to support the artists who were also staying there exposed to the elements. So yeah, after the art fairs, I was very, very tired. And as I said, I was not in a good place. I was exhausted physically and emotionally. I was burnt out. So it took me a little bit of time to get back to my normal, to find my pace again, to start doing my routine. Especially it was difficult because I had to do a lot of inventory. I had to unpack all the stuff after the fairs. I have to photograph it and add the listings to my shop and also update my catalog. So that's a lot of work which you do not know that the artists have to do. But if you are a one-man show, if you do not have the whole crew who is doing it for you, you're responsible for every single scene. And I was overwhelmed. And yeah, the heat was also not helping. I was also having a bit of an issue with my studio because when it was heating up, I started having a little bit of a weird smell here. And I was scared that it could be some kind of like volatile organic compounds. So I couldn't work here. I had to move all the scenes downstairs, and I was working downstairs because it was a little cooler there and it was also better ventilated. And now we have the meter. We checked everything. It doesn't look like there is anything that is leaking some volatile stuff. But yeah, there is still a smell during the really hot days. So I'm not working here when it's really hot. I wait for things to chill a little bit, and then I can have my windows open and the ventilation is better and there is no risk. So that was also adding to the trouble of arranging things and organizing everything because I couldn't spend a lot of time in here. And of course, I had to arrange all the things after the art fair here in my cabinets. So that was also problematic and it was slowing things down. But I'm really happy to be back to creating and painting. I'm done with all the inventory, with all the shop-related things, and now I can just create. And I'm really happy about it, and I'm looking forward to it because, as you know, autumn is my favorite season, and now I'm starting preparing for the upcoming season. I know that's a little early. For a lot of people, it's early, but artists live according to a different calendar, so we always have to do things very much in advance. So I'm actually quite excited and I start feeling inspired again, which is a good thing because I was feeling a little down. So yeah, a lot of new exciting things are coming. I'm also still planning to start my mail subscription in September. So I will be doing the designs and then I will start promoting and probably open the pre-subscription. What would I call it? Pre-subscription? Okay, so I will be opening the possibility of subscribing to my mail club in advance so that people could subscribe in August and get the first mail in September. So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not sure how to phrase it correctly. So pre-subscription? No, it's not a pre-subscription, right? Let's just leave it. Anyways, since I'm going to be busy, but not too busy, I'm also going on vacation. So again, I will be absent from this channel for the next few weeks. I will be back in mid-August with all the autumn-related stuff. So I already have a lot of sketches and a lot of new designs planned. This being said, a lot of exciting plans, and I will be wrapping it up. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching this video, and big thanks to the amazing people on my Patreon. Thank you so much for being with me during this complicated and chaotic couple of months when I was busy with the fairs. And please like and subscribe and leave a little comment. I really want to know how your summer is going and how you're coping with this hit. Guys, how are you coping? It's killing me. Anyways, I'll see you shortly. I hope you will have the most wonderful summer vacation and will enjoy the beautiful sunny days. And I'm sending you a lot of love and a lot of squeezy hugs. I see you soon again. Goodbye.